Hi there, it's Shut Up Matt, aka You Can Many Things, here at the home for Orphaned Dice. And on the lacking a place to send some postcards, we'll do the trivia here instead. Hi there. Okay. Yes, so, big old postcards today. What have we got here? Can we get that on the screen? Yeah. 5 Rise Locks. So, reading the back of the card, Bingley 5 Rise Locks, one of the 7 wonders of the waterways. These are the steepest staircase locks on the longest canal in the country. You can stroll along the towpath to the top of the 5 Rise Locks and enjoy the cafe while taking in the views across the Aire Valley. This travel poster was designed in 2022 by Ellie Way and is one of 16 travel posters that show off the scenery, architecture, and culture of the Bradford landscape. Shout out to Ellie_Way, www.ellieway.co.uk. Let's spread the love there. Where's the there? Yeah. Key. Hi, Tamba June. Hi, Anna. So Ellie Way is a Wakefield-based designer and printmaker whose practice is driven by placemaking, taking cues from the golden age of travel. Ellie's travel posters illustrate the diverse landscapes of West Yorkshire, promoting what the region has to offer and celebrating the community's most cherished spots. Yes, Oh, thank you, Tamba June. You're so good for me. Next up we have this one's in portrait, the Cow and Calf Rocks, which is just a little wander away down the hill, up the other side, and cross the cattle grid from the maternity hospital where I was born. So let's have a read of this. Perched high on Ilkley Moor are the legendary Cow and Calf Rocks, a large outcrop of millstone grit and smaller boulder at its foot. This rugged expanse of moorland offers spectacular views of the idyllic spa town of Ilkley and beyond. Popular with hikers and ramblers and climbers from all over West Yorkshire. Yes, it was also used for a filming location for one of Monty Python's little skits. The millstone grit is what you find marking the boundary of Peak District. At the side of the road, you'll see millstones carved out of this very rock. It is a cause of the water springs either side of the Pennines, giving very pure water, and hence brewing centres, such as Tadcaster, Leeds, Masham, Newcastle on one end, and on the other side, Macclesfield, Burton-on-Trent, Manchester, very pure water. Moors, yes, all joined together such that you could stay on the moor and wander all the way around eventually to Haworth, where they set Wuthering Heights, as in the Aire. That's the funny thing about bogs, such that if you're wandering in the right place, you can see where rain has carved away the peat all the way down to the bedrock. So stood at the bedrock at the bottom, there'll be 30 feet of peat all the way up to the heather above your head. The train running from Bradford to Ilkley when it reaches the site, it's got two tones. So it'll sound on it, the train horns. Da, 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 da. Ilkley is indeed one of the moors which have had more fires, where either people have been careless with their barbecues and whatnot. But Heather is one of those where farming the pit. Yes, peat diggings, as in carving off, leaving it out on stacks to dry, is a fuel source replacing coal or wood. Now, I believe at one point the Appalachian mountain range in America was joined up with the Pennines, so it's feasible you could have the same environment, flora and fauna. Let's see what we got on the next one. So, Roberts Park Saltaire, founded 1871. Let's have a read of this bag. So, Roberts Park opened in 1871, part of Titus Salt's layout for the model industrial village of Saltaire, originally created as a place of recreation for the local workers of Salt's Mill. At one point, the largest room in the world, containing spinning machines for changing fibers into yarn. So this attractive park continues to serve the community as its well-kept features and charms anyone visiting the UNESCO World Heritage Site for the first time. Again, that's another Ellie Way special. It's right next to A, the river, and B, the canal. Such that, was it 11 years since when we had vast floods over Boxing Day? The entire cricket pitch was covered in a depth up to 3-4 feet, some such. Yeah, Titus Salt. Yeah. Yes. Now here's a little bit of a misnomer. Shipley Glen by tram. Now here's the thing. When people would say, "Oh, we're going on going to Shipley and going to travel up to the Glen," they thought they meant the Glen was called Shipley Glen. It's Baildon Glen, one of the southernmost glens in the country. So funicular railway, such that it's a set of tramway cars that are pulled up the slope by a wire cable. Oh, a glen, yes. A glen is an environment where it's dotted with rocks that have been left there by retreating glaciers. I'm sure if I looked around properly, I could find out where pictures of Shipley, Baildon Glen. Yeah, so located amongst the woods near Saltaire village, Bradford's historic funicular railway, funicular tramway, is the oldest working tramway of its kind in the UK. Local showman and entrepreneur Sam Wilson opened the line in 1895 to save passengers from the steep incline up to Shipley Glen. Today, the tramway continues to offer an alternative route up to the beauty spot and is entirely maintained and operated by volunteers. Now, you'll also see funicular railways next to the sea in like on the Yorkshire coast, Scarborough or some such that there's a big old cliff between the shore and the top of the town. So a funicular railway where it's very steep, and the means of propulsion isn't actually attached, isn't actually on board the carriages themselves. They're pulled up the slope in some ways by a wire cable in this case, and occasionally a metal chain. Well, yeah, I have a collecting sort of mind. Things I go into shops and things leap off the shelf at me and they go, me, pick me. And sometimes you just can't leave them be own. This one is commemorating Bronte country. Now, way back in the Napoleonic Wars, after one particular military victory, Arthur Wellesley, Duke of Wellington, got awarded by a particular province of Italy because for having won the Battle of Bronte. So he got assigned the title of Duke of Bronte. But so in commemoration of that, the family in West Yorkshire, Brunty, Brunty, changed the name from Brunty to Bronte. Hence the continental variety name currently attached to the writers. So let's read the back. Top Withens is a 4-mile walk from Haworth and a significant feature of multiple walking routes through the Bronte country. Ramble through the rugged moorland to find the ruined farmhouse, which is said to have been the inspiration of the Earnshaw home in Emily Bronte's novel Wuthering Heights. I'm sure we've all done school trips with our collective schools where they've taken us walking up the steep cobbled road of the centre of Haworth itself. It's given there's a collection of sites where people where schools bring their school children. So like pretty much every school, West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire, will have brought their children on a school trip to, for example, Malham, as in Malham Cove, as in limestone pavement. When it rains enough, it's the tallest waterfall in Europe. But it takes a lot of rain for water to actually come over the top. Usually it goes underneath. But anyway, how long have we been going now? Can't see the timer. There'll be a timer on there somewhere. But anyway, okay, so that's today's collection of postcards. We'll save some for another time. So for the moment, as we always say, we'll sign off for now and say Aie iacta est. Where's that gone now? I can't find the button. There's the... Oh no, technology is defeating me. That's the button. Ta-ta.